Hi guys, we'll talk a little bit about migraines, headaches, all these issues that are usually audio vector. It has to be audio or olfactory, and mainly it's audio. And you can check myself system vector of self-cognition about audio vector. That vector, it's a very sensitive vector, and it's vector of the meaning. He needs to find meaning in every word, and he likes to study languages, that audio vector person, and he likes to look for the meaning of the life. Now I'm gonna give you one tip over here. If you study system vector of self-cognition, that's you're gonna understand your meaning, the meaning of the life, and you're gonna get rid of all your issues like problems. Usually audio vector has its depressions, its headaches, it's always a problem like sometimes it can be even disorders like autism, schizophrenia, but we'll talk about that in another video. Now let's get back to our headaches and migraines. When person is looking for meaning in every word, and by the way, I'm gonna remind you, when it's a child and you tell him, hey, you idiot, you shouldn't, you dummy, you stupid, you should do abortion instead of having. He's starting to understand the meaning of these words, and even if you don't scream on that child and you just abuse him verbally and you tell him these kind of such words, audio vector child can become schizophrenic, autist, and stuff like that. If you also scream on him, it's definitely schizophrenic. Now what happened with these migraines and headaches? When it's lacking, when it feels that emptiness inside, it starts to fall in depression. Now, if you remember everything we have in our system of vector self-cognition, every vector, it has its positive and negative side. It has its one side of the, let's say, it has light and you have darkness. You have yin yang, you have left right. So when he has this emptiness, it starts to kill him from inside. And if you saw my anal vector video, is the same thing with anal vector person: diabetes, heart arrhythmia, even heart attacks. Or dermal vector person, he has shaking hands when it's really in the stress. He starts to get skin issues, eczemas, start to get acne. I mean, all problems with skin, because in every time of stress, your vector is just starts to get its stress first on your sensitive part of the body, and your erogen zone, it's your vector. So the same thing with the audio, and you can people, kids especially, can start losing hearing if you curse, if you scream on him too much noise, you can have these issues. Now if it doesn't look for purpose and really trying to focus sometimes and work on his hearing, and I'm gonna explain it in another video how to do that. You can email me, text me, message me. I'm gonna explain you deeper. He starts to have those migraines because he's not adapting and using its vector 100%. So it starts hurt him. Becomes all these issues with depression. Usually depression, it's number one. in audio vector people. Emptiness. They're looking for that. Um, purpose of the life. But I'm gonna cover it deeply. What kind of purpose actually they need to look for. So if you really have those issues, email me, as I say, text me, message me, and I'll explain you how to get rid of those things. 95% of chance it can help you. Now, we can't guarantee anybody. We're not healing. It's not like usually doctors work. There's no pills, there's no yoga. It's only by words. We only explain you where it's coming from, how to understand it, realize it, and work with that, and it's gonna disappear. Like all issues with visual vector person, all his panic attack, all his fears getting disappear through its opposite. If it works, I explained it in one of the videos, through love and empathy. If he doesn't love somebody really and use their love and empathy, he's gonna have fears. Vector person, heart issues, diabetes, stomach issues, all that, constipations, all these issues, vector. It has to use its vector 100%, otherwise it's gonna have issues. Same thing, dermal, they can be thief, the woman, she can even be as a prostitute if she's been abused in childhood sometimes. Dermal issues, skin issues, all these problems, it's all psychological. It's nothing to do with what do you eat, what do you drink, because it's been tested in Europe, works 100%. A lot of people have been helped. 10,000 people got rid of all their issues, so it does help. And I can show you even this testimonials and feedbacks from people if you need. Now, right now it's in another language, but we're gonna have it in English soon. Anyway, the problem we said about audio vector person, if you have these issues, again, get in touch with me and I'll get you a little bit more info. See you guys in another video. Take care.